Friday the 13th, a day shrouded in superstition, mystery, and fear. But what if I told you? Some of the most terrifying disasters in history have struck on this day. Is it just coincidence? Or is Friday the 13th truly cursed? Whether you're superstitious or not, there's no denying that Friday the 13th has witnessed some of the most catastrophic events in history. From devastating fires to fatal crashes, this seemingly normal day has earned its fearsome reputation. In this video, we'll explore some of the most chilling disasters that occurred on Friday the 13th. On Friday the 13th, January 1939, Australia was ravaged by one of its worst bushfires ever recorded, the Black Friday fires. A scorching heatwave, combined with careless land management, led to over 4,900,000 acres of land being consumed by flames. 71 lives were lost, entire towns were destroyed, and the scars left by these fires are still felt today. Another disaster struck on Friday the 13th, October 1972, when Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571 crashed into the Andes Mountains. What followed was a story of survival that shocked the world. The survivors of the crash were stranded in the snow-covered mountains for 72 days, and as food supplies dwindled, they were forced to resort to cannibalism to stay alive. This horrifying event inspired the movie Alive, and became one of the most infamous survival stories in history. Friday the 13th struck again in January 2012 when the luxury cruise liner Costa Concordia ran aground off the coast of Italy. The ship, carrying over 4,200 passengers and crew, collided with underwater rocks, tearing a hole in its hull. The disaster claimed 32 lives and left lasting trauma for many. Was it the captain's error, or another dark omen of Friday the 13th? In 1964, a tragic train collision took place in Uruguay on Friday the 13th. Two trains, one carrying passengers and the other transporting cattle, collided head-on, killing 15 people and injuring dozens more. The wreckage and chaos that followed haunted those who survived, with many questioning whether the ominous date played a role in the disaster. On Friday the 13th, October 2006, the city of Buffalo, New York, was hit by an unexpected and freak snowstorm. The storm dumped over 22 inches of snow in less than 24 hours, causing widespread power outages and destruction. The weight of the snow caused trees to collapse, taking down power lines and damaging homes. At least 13 people lost their lives, and the storm left tens of thousands without electricity for days. On Friday the 13th, November 1970, one of the deadliest cyclones in history slammed into East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. The Bola cyclone, as it was called, killed an estimated 500,000 people, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters ever recorded. The cyclone's massive storm surge wiped entire villages off the map, leaving unimaginable devastation in its wake. Was it simply nature's fury, or something more? Are these disasters simply tragic coincidences, or does Friday the 13th carry an ominous force that draws catastrophe? The fear of this date may just be superstition, but for those affected by these disasters, Friday the 13th will always be remembered as a day of unimaginable loss and destruction. What do you think? Is Friday the 13th cursed? Or are we just looking for answers in the shadows? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.